I just didn't care. I didn't care if I lived. I didn't care if I didn't care. I didn't care for going to work. I didn't care if I lost my job, my house. I didn't care about my appearance. Like, I just didn't care. What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Tea Cup Talks podcast. And I'm your host, Talisha Marie. Y'all know, I know. It's been a long time. It's been a few weeks since I have uploaded consistently like I was doing. But life calls, and when life is lifing, or you just need to regroup and come back better, then that's what you do, right? So that's what I've been doing. I've been coming up with more ideas, more topics, and more people to have on my show. Because to be honest, although I do the solo podcast, they the views, the amount of views I get is not as much as when I have a guest, because there's more to talk about, and somebody I can converse back and forth with. So somebody I can have conversation with. So um that's what I'm getting back into, doing more one-on-ones or one-on-twos or one-on-fours or one-on-fives. Just, whatever to have people to be more engaged and wanting to watch and not just hear me blabber by myself the whole time, right? So today I wanted to come on and just to let y'all know that I'm still here. This channel is still going. I'm just, I'm trying to get some people lined up to come on, and different topics that people can relate to, and can feel it, and catch some gems. So anyway, today's video, as you've seen in the title, this is May 24th that I'm recording this. I don't know if it's going to drop today or tomorrow, but this is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I was just thinking, like, man, I'm missing out. Like, I could have had so many people on, but hey, sometimes people don't want to come on the show too, and I have to try to work around people's schedules as well. So anyway, Mental Health Awareness Month is almost up, and I really, really wanted to talk about it. Although you can talk about mental health any time of the year, of the day, month, season, whatever, it don't matter. But I just wanted to bring more light to it in the month of May. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a little bit about me and where I am now with my mental health, because I talked about it on my main channel. I wasn't diagnosed with it, but I went through a state of depression. I feel like I was depressed. I was low vibrational. I just, I just wasn't in a good space at all. Like, from day to day, I might go a little deep, so don't judge me. He who cast the first stone, so remember that. But this may help somebody, so I'm going to share more detail of what I went through with my mental health the past almost year. I don't know, but I started experiencing, just slowly every day, it was my emotions were all over the place. I cried. I lost my dad last year, and it's coming up on a year. And so I lost him, and we didn't have the best relationship at all. We never like got into it, or had like fights or anything, but he just really, he wasn't there. He had his situation going on with him. I won't go into detail about that, but yeah, we really didn't talk, like, for years. Like every now and then he'd pop up at my grandma's house, or if I would be on the phone with my granny, if he happened to be there, I get a hey, a hey, a quick, you know, a quick chat. But for the most part, we didn't have a relationship. In my adult years, there was not a relationship at all. Um, and so I think before his death, I was already starting to kind of just in my feelings a lot. Like I just didn't have the drive to get up and go, to get up and want to do anything. I didn't want to go to work. I got a little baby. Some days I didn't even want to get up to take care of my little baby because my other kids are big. I got a 20-year-old and a 16-year-old, so they can do for themselves. But it was just days where I just didn't care. Didn't care. And so I think when my dad passed, my biological dad, um, it just because we didn't get to mend nothing, we didn't get to talk things out, he didn't get to better himself, as far as if not through me, through his grandkids. So that was hurtful. I didn't, get to express how I really felt. He didn't get to express how he really felt, if he felt anything, you know, towards me or, our relationship. So I didn't get to mend anything. He left this earth and it's just up in the air. So that hurt. It hurt a lot. But I'm at a point now, like now, if it was a month, 2 months ago, I probably would be crying. I probably wouldn't be able to get it out, you know, without crying. But, I still have my days. Yesterday, I had a day. I had a bad day. Nobody knew. It was only for a second. I snapped myself out of it. You have to find ways to cope. Find ways to dig yourself out of depression, out of hurt, out of sadness, out of anger. And at one point, I just didn't care. I didn't care if I lived. I didn't care if I didn't care. I didn't care for going to work. I didn't care if I lost my job, my house. I didn't care about my appearance. Like, I just didn't care. It was just a point, and I didn't know where it was coming from. I don't know if it was the universe. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's me being 39 now. I was like, maybe I'm going through the changes, and that's why my emotions are all over the place. But I just didn't care, and I couldn't even make myself care. My mama tried to talk to me, my brothers, my family. I had some family that knew, and they would try to talk to me day to day, and it just came out of nowhere sometimes, and I just didn't care. And to be honest, I'm a lot better. I'm not 100%. There are times that I would see people that took their own life, because I don't know if I can say the S word, so I'll say that took their own life. I was seeing it lately, and then it was like a single mother is like taking their lives and then taking their children with them. And I used to be like, and people would bash, and I'm like, but people don't understand what goes through people's mind. You can say all day, that's selfish. Why would you do that? Why would you take your child's life? I was at that point, y'all. I was at a point in my life where I wanted to take my own life. Because I don't even know why. I was just in a deep, dark place to where every day I tried to prepare my family. I did. I tried to prepare them. I would throw hints to try to tell them, look, hey, you need to be, preparing for me maybe not to be here tomorrow, tonight. And then I would snap out of it, and I'm like, you can't do that. You got children to live for, people that you leave behind that's gonna be hurt. I have to answer to God. And I believe in God. And I think that's one of the main things that's keeping me here. from harming myself. I love myself. I do. But I believe one of the main things that is keeping me here besides my children is God. And I mean, because I believe in God and I know that you shouldn't take your own life. Where you think you're going when you take your own life? What does the Bible say? What does, and so I'm like, nope, can't do that. But some days I didn't care. I didn't care where I went. I didn't care. And so every day for months was a fight to stay alive for months. And only a few people knew. And then on days where people didn't know, I was just trying to find a way. How should I do it? Where should I do it? Do I leave a note? Like, all these thoughts went through my head. Like, people probably say, not you. Because when they did see me, especially on social media, I'm either making funny statuses or I'm dressed up with my makeup and my clothes on. And, I'm not the type that will post my, private stuff on Facebook. I might share a post here and there, like of a situation I might be going through, but to actually post my business on Facebook, especially bad stuff, trials and tribulations, I don't do that. I just get through it. I might talk to some family, and but as far as putting stuff on social media, I never did. I never was that type of person. You know what I'm saying? It's just not me. Because I don't look for attention. And I feel like some people that have took their own lives, people always were saying they just looking for attention. When they get on there and write them long statuses about how they feel, about what they're going through, about they tired, man, y'all better start listening. If that's your family member, if that's your friend, if that's your co-worker, your church member, your neighbor, whoever, if they keep venting you, telling you they tired, and all you can do is say, it's gonna be all right. No, the fuck it ain't. Because if we thought it was gonna be all right, we wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, venting like that. We won't be saying we tired and we want to give up and we want to. I'm telling you, man, just pay attention to the signs in people, because some days I still have a fight. I still have a fight some days, but I feel like I had to stop telling people. I seen a therapist. I would call and talk to a therapist. That helped a little. But, at the end of the day, if nothing is changing and you just staying in bed and in that dark space and just thinking negative, and you're not trying to get to the bottom of why you feel that way. Why? Because I had a job. I got an okay paying job. It pays my bills. I mean, I can't just travel around the world on my pay, But I got to do like everybody else, save money to do it. But I made a way. And so, like I said, I had a job. I got good parents. I got some family that I still talk to. That, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And so it was like, what's the issue? When you have to depend on people for some things, when you're frustrated, when you're a single mother, a single parent, it frustrates you. When the other parent don't help, act like they don't care, like you build up so much in you, so much rage. I build up so much rage in me, thinking about what I would do, because I know my children hurt. I know my children didn't ask to be here. We laid down and did the business, and our children didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? So that hurts. The rage, the anger in me that just wants to just. But I'm like, okay, I gotta be for my kids. I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to go to hell. So it's just a lot of different things. The grieving, the being a single mother, a single parent with absolutely no help from the other parent. Like all that stuff, just you bottle it up. And that's what I did a lot of times. I still tried to be good, tried to be understanding, tried to still be that strong woman that I was brought up to be and what I seen around me, and try not to be a bugaboo or say, hey, can you help me with this or that? So on that end, that was a lot. I was angry, still is, but I've learned how to cope when I go to that space. When I find myself going to that space, I find something else to do. And YouTube is a part of to help me distract from the world, the emotions and all this that I got going on. But true enough, when I turn this camera off and go, I gotta go back to my regular life. I gotta go back to my life. So it helped in the moment, but you gotta learn to just breathe, talk to God, say a prayer, and just try to look on the positive side. Because yes, there are other people that are in worse situations that I am, you are, people out there that's going through something and thinking that their whole world is just crumbling, like they just failures as parents, as co-workers, as children, siblings, whatever the case may be. And I just feel all that it just bottled up in me, and the anger, and because people always think you're angry, you got an attitude. Well, ask me why. Ask that person why. Why do I have an attitude? Don't just automatically assume and catch one back with me, or want to automatically argue with me because of something that I may have said or didn't say. Don't automatically think, oh, she mad. She always mad. Ask me, am I okay? Don't ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how I'm feeling. And that's what I try to do when I, do ask people how they're feeling, how they're doing. I ask, how are you feeling? And so, yeah, I've had many times that I thought about just ending it and I make a status. I've made statuses, y'all, a few times, 2, 3 times. I started typing my status out to saying how I feel. And then I go back, erase, start delete everything off. Just go back, hit that backspace or whatever. Hit the X and just delete my whole status. Because I'm like, people gonna judge me. Ain't nobody gonna be out to really help. People just gonna want to get in your business, to know what's going on so they can run back and gossip. People not genuinely concerned these days. Everything is a joke. People can pass away. People find a joke out of everything. And sometimes it's not time for a joke. It's not always a joking matter, a joking situation until it happens to you. Then you ain't gonna want nobody to joke on your folks or whatever the case may be. So there's been 2, 3 times that I done made statuses saying how I just want to cry out for something, like somebody. I don't know. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you why people do it, because I can't say, well, why you didn't go to your mama? Why you didn't go to your brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you didn't go to somebody close to you instead of getting on Facebook? I can't tell you. It's like a diary. The internet has become like a diary, y'all. And like I said, I've been there. I'm better now. I'm not 100%. I still have my days. Like I said, yesterday was kind of sort of a bad day. I had a moment for about an hour. And it's okay to let yourself have the moments. Don't stay in them. If you have a bad moment, go ahead and get your cry out, or whatever it is that you do to let off anger in a good way. Not to go out and harm nobody else, but like if you need to just cry, scream for a good 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, then do so. But don't forget to snap back, baby, snap back. Because if you just start letting yourself feel it and you just keep letting it go, you just keep thinking of negative stuff, you're going to keep feeling negative. And one day, those thoughts that you were thinking, Those thoughts that I was thinking, if I just kept letting it just build up and kept on, man, the devil is busy. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to make a status and say it's so hard I'm fighting to stay alive every day. Every day. And I know the tongue is poison. I'm not speaking nothing over me. I'm just saying how I felt. And each time when I felt that, guess what I did, y'all? When I snapped back into, I went to God. I talked to God. I apologized. I told him how much I cherish my life, because I do. I just can't explain what makes you go there and want to just end it all. It just sometimes becomes so overwhelming, and you think you'll never come out that hole. You think you'll never come out of that bad situation or that bad relationship, or you think you just, and then I don't know. I guess maybe that's why we think, you know, okay, let's see if I can cry out for help and I can get the right help. I don't know. I just know I've done it. And then I deleted my statuses. I have. So every day it's better. But I have my days where I have to fight to stay alive. I be fighting. I be struggling to stay alive some days. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Because ain't nobody in this world perfect. And can't nobody judge me but God. And I feel like by me coming and saying what I'm saying and telling my story and how I'm overcoming and dealing with it, I'm helping somebody. Somebody might be typing out a paragraph right now and then see my video. Or if you know somebody that's going through something, share my video with them. Tell them to watch my video. It's going to be all right. I'm telling you, it's going to be all right. Just keep pushing positivity and speaking positivity over your life. Keep thinking positive. Keep talking to God. Keep praying. And only way you can come out of that hole, you just got to push. Some days it's still hard for me to get up and go to work. Sometimes it's still hard for me to get up and have to deal with my little baby. It's just be hard. When you the only parent, a single parent, and we not gonna go like, why did you have more? No, because the men don't always start out as bums or deadbeats. That's not how they come off when you meet them or you see them interact with other kids, or you may have met a man that didn't have kids or whatever, or gave you a story that it's not them, it's their baby mama keeping them away from their child, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, with it all being said and done, it doesn't matter. It's in the moment now, because it's too late now. The babies are here, the kids are here, you know what I'm saying? They're here now. So you just got to come up with a solution, with a resolution to handle it on your own, to be strong. Do what you got to do. I know it's hard having to work overtime, double hours, come home, take care of your children, take care of your home, go to bed, try to do it all over again. All I can say is just push yourself. When you don't want to get up in the morning, just get up. Just get up. Just go and get up. Take your shower, go to work. And sometimes when I get to work, I feel better. Sometimes you might have coworkers that make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like people that can distract you for the moment. Because sometimes people can feel your vibes and automatically, it's like a magnet to you, and, be God sent, and try to make your situation better with laughter, with some words of encouragement, because I get that a lot at work. On my job, I have patients I'll go in their room and they just give me some words of affirmation. Be like, I call my mama sometimes, be like, Mom, such and such, this patient said this to me. And it was like, how do they know? How did they know to tell me that? So just keep going. Just try to fight as hard as you can. Don't give up. Don't give in to the devil. And that's what I tell myself. And I just keep reminding myself that God would not be pleased if I take my life. My family would not be pleased if I take my life. I think about how people will be hurt if I took my life. So like I said, I'm better. I'm better with it. I'm a lot better, to be honest, because I had days I didn't want to get out the bed. I would just call in to work, just call in, can't come to work. I'm sick. I'm whatever excuse. I just ain't coming. How about that? Like I just did not care. I didn't care if the bills got paid. I didn't care because I feel like, and it's selfish, but I was like, my mama, they can go with my mama. My parents will take care of them. My brothers, my family will take care of my children. I'm tired. I'm tired. I was tired. You hear me? I'm talking about, I felt like, and I knew I was giving up. I couldn't even make myself get up. I'm like, what? This ain't like you. Your appearance, your job, shopping, like all the things that I love, I didn't give a damn about. Nothing. And it got to a point where I started telling my children I don't care. And as parents, as single parents, or just parents, you ain't gotta be single. You could be a married couple. But you all go through stuff, and sometimes you have struggles or trials and tribulations. And we keep that to ourselves. We don't normally tell our children when we're tired. We don't know. We don't let them know when we're crying in the shower. We don't let them know when we're crying in the shower. We don't let them know when we behind on a bill. We don't let them know that we had to pay Peter to rob Paul to pay Peter to pay a bill to put food in the refrigerator. We don't tell our children that. But I got to a point to where I was so blunt with my children, and I regret it every day. But I was just going through something. I just did not care. So if you come across people that's making those statuses, don't always think they seeking attention. They just want somebody to say, what's wrong? No. We need help. They need help. That person needs somebody to not say it's going to be all right. Stop saying it. If you can, pull up on that person. You get to see them making certain statuses and it's out the ordinary, or you know what I'm saying? Don't just, sometimes we don't want to hear that it's going to be okay, it's going to work out. Because guess what? We probably done already exhausted everything, the thoughts of any and everything that we could do to make the situation better. And we just feel like nothing's working. So don't say everything's going to be all right, because you don't know how much we've already tried to make it be all right, to make it better, and it's still not working. So don't always, I'm not saying everybody don't seek attention, but that's not for you to judge, right? And then as soon as you get to see people, you start seeing people when that person that you thought was just seeking attention, and then the next day or that night or that next hour, you see people saying rest in peace because they done took their life. Now it's not a joke no more. Now you sharing their status. Oh man, I seen them, but I just thought. You thought what? Check up on your people. If you love them, check up on them. If you care, check up on them. Don't just always think that somebody is trying to look for attention. Think about it, especially if you know people that has a loving family, has a good job, career, degrees and all this stuff, and you still wondering why are they so sad? Why are they so depressed? Pull up on them. Pull up on them. Take a load off. If you know they got little babies, tell them, go have you a free day. Go do you. Go get your massage. Go rest. If you want to take a nap, if you need to clean your house, like whatever. Because I've had people in my life that has done that for me. And I've had to call and say, look, I can't do it right now. Come get them. I need my space. Come get them. I need my time. Come get them. I need help. I need time to myself. And I thank God that I always had somebody in my corner that backed me up, that helped me. I thank God every day, because if I didn't have the mama I got, if I didn't have some of the family that I have that try to uplift you, that'll pull up, because I had some people pull up. They didn't know that I knew that they were pulling up because I was having that bad day. And my mama told them, Talisha, it's one of them days again for, because I would call and say, I just want to, I'm just tired. I just want to end it. You know, I have people pulling up, you know, trying to open up blinds, just bring sunshine into my house, like little different stuff like that. Come and talk to me, you know. And I've also, in my time of hurt and depression and sadness and anger, I was still uplifting people. So sometimes people be like, wow, they was this, they was that, they was helpful, they were strong, they always help people. Sometimes the strongest ones need to be checked on too. Because when I was down and out, I was still checking on people. Hey, how you doing? People I probably didn't talk to, man, woman, ex-boyfriend, whatever. And I was out the blue. And if they told me this situation going on there, whatever, sometimes I'd be crying on the other end of the phone or texting that person, telling them it's okay, I'm praying for you, or whatever it is I needed to say at that time, while I'm wiping my own tears, and they never knew. Never knew. So yeah, some people can be strong and help others and try to, uplift other people, and they going through their own mess. So don't be so quick to judge just because somebody make a status. Reach out, whether it's a stranger or not. Try to reach out and see if it's something that you can do, you know what I'm saying, to pull them out of that dark place. You might be the one. So don't be quick to say, oh, she was a pretty girl, how could she do that? It's not all about the looks. When you going through something, baby, you don't care about how you look. You don't care about a shape. You don't care about the money. You don't care about love. You don't care about family. When you going through something, you going through it. When you in that dark space, you got to be honest, at the end of the day, you have to pull your own self out. But you still gonna need that support system at the end of the day. Because if nobody comes to your rescue, like, damn, I'm making these statuses, or I'm reaching out, I'm crying out, I'm giving signals, and nobody comes, it's just gonna make it worse. Like, damn, nobody really cares. I might as well do it. So take it from me. I'm taking it a day at a time. I just wanted to come on here and kind of give a little bit of my mental health and where I am now. I'm okay. I'm better. I could be a lot better, to be honest. But like I said, I've learned how to control emotions and direct my anger or my sadness and make it into a positive. Just think about how really I don't have it as bad as I think, but it's sometimes not always about that, because you see celebrities with millions and millions and millions of dollars and they still took their life. So we can't always think it's financial or a boyfriend or baby mama or baby daddy the reason it made you do it. It's just something within you. And I think the pandemic played a part in it. Like the pandemic, a lot of people, has went through burdens through this pandemic. Lost jobs, sick, lost family members. So people are going through a lot. So don't always think, oh, she don't talk to me or he don't talk to me or we not close no more. You don't know what that person got going on within them. You don't know what battles that I'm fighting. You don't know what battles I'm fighting. When I'm good, I'm good. When I'm not, I'm not. And when I'm not, I don't try to bring nobody else's energy down, because my energy, my vibrations are low. So, I just felt that I needed to come on and say this, because I just got done with a little interview on another channel. Somebody interviewed me, and then as soon as I turned the camera off, something clicked and said, do a video. So I don't know. Hopefully this is to help somebody. If you can be support, if you can be that listening ear, that shoulder to lean on, that backbone, that security blanket for somebody, just do that. without judgment, y'all. Don't judge. And if somebody come to you telling you something in confident, even if they don't say, don't tell nobody, but I feel this way. I don't want to leave. Sometimes you know, you just be there. And you, when you know it's serious enough though, you know when to tell somebody or when to get them some help or whatever. But at first, if you can't, just be that leaning. Just be a fence for them. I know Jesus be a fence, but here on earth, sometimes we just gotta help each other out. Whether it's a stranger, a family member, friend. Sometimes you just got to do your part. And if you see it, you see somebody like, why would they say that? Why they make this status? Don't always make a joke or think they are seeking attention. I can't keep saying that enough because it's not always the case. That's not always the case. So, with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment. And until next time, live, love, laugh.